All right, here we go. So here's a little update. I think it's been 11 days since my last video. Added a little bit of lemongrass. Interested to see what that works with in the kitchen. But that'll grow real tall. And let's come over here. So here's the herb garden. Everything's looking amazing, man. I think I added some things in here from the last time. So there's sage, basil. That's some new mint that I've transplanted from clippings from another mint plant. Let's see. We started some ginger. We got ginger growing in these 2 round pots, these round blue pots. That's an experiment that's going to take off and do real well, I'm sure. That's ginger. Here I added some spearmint. The smell is crazy in it. Can't really see that good, but it grows these black flowers in the middle of the leaf. But that's spearmint. That's another mint right there. That's some baby mint that's coming from some mint that looked like it was about on its last leg, but I cut all of the damaged branches off and leaves off, and that's what was up underneath. So that's gonna come out and be cool. This I got as a backup, not knowing that green growth was gonna come. I was just hopeful. And but it's the same kind of mint, and it's popping. That's sweet mint. The rosemary's doing good in the back. So is my oregano and the rosemary. We've been cutting off of that. I'll be using that in a minute. But I planted some butternut squash. These will be getting transplanted in about a week or 2. We'll let them get a little bit more out the ground, get a little bit more strong. We have some baby collards that is popping up. Let me see what else is added. I got some more collards back there in the back. Those have popped up. Ricari, my son, planted those. And yeah, he abandoned them. I don't think I had no interest in this stuff either when I was his age, but he don't know what he's missing. He planted these squash too. And there's another one about to pop up out of there. In that upper left-hand corner. Yep. All right, so that's the herb garden. A little bit extra stuff with the herbs. The pineapples are doing good. Oh, this is a she shed that we put up to store some of our buckets and tools and stuff like that there. That was a project and a half. Messed me with the next one. This one is crazy. I cannot believe how much it's growing, but excuse me, this is the cucumber that man, this thing is just growing like crazy. And let me see what kind of zooming we could do. Let's look at this cucumber, man. It's getting bigger every day. If you can see it down there. See that? It's growing, and there's another one somewhere. I can't find it. But my dad said that there's probably several up in there that we can't see. But I saw one the other day, and I can't find it. It's a decent size too. But that's getting big, man. Just to give you an idea, like, that's my hand. You know, this thing is getting up there. It's climbing up this little fence. And we're gonna be taking off this net in a minute. There's my bell peppers. And those are coming up pretty good. Probably just leave them all in there cluttered together. They'll be all right. Chili peppers up front. My kale. This kale is growing man, everything's growing real good. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. See the kale coming, man. Not bad for a beginner. Not bad for a YouTube learner. So in the back we have some okra, and this is growing good. I found I had a whole bunch of eggs on the back of these leaves, so I had to come in here and hit it up, and it looks like it's doing great. Although I do see some look like some red ants on those leaves, so they're about to get the beat down. That little one right there, I'm about to jump on them. But about 2 days after I sprayed all of this stuff, the leaves just started smiling, you know, just got a real dark, rich green, and they're looking much healthier. So I'll hit that little one up after I get done with this. Tomatoes are doing great. We got that big heirloom tomato right there, if it would focus. Down there. Doesn't want to focus for us, but you see it's down there. I spotted a tomato growing. This is about to start booming. There's a tomato that I spotted growing on that plant. Next we have the green beans that are growing very well. Also, looking good. I'm not sure the amount of time it takes for those to start popping out some beans, but best believe I'm watching, and that's something that I'll look up. So some new stuff coming in. We have some collard greens right there that are doing very well. Right there, some Swiss chard that I transplanted from a starter seed. It's doing real good. Up there is some more Italian oregano that I just put into this box. That's the eggplant. I mean, it's just crazy how this stuff grows. And you can see all those leaves were chewed up by these beetles that, man, they didn't want nothing but eggplant leaves. But I've treated, and the new leaves are all coming out fresh and healthy. So hopefully we took care of that. And there's some more kale that was transplanted at each corner. In between, I planted a flower marigold. Those will start popping up in a little bit. Yeah, you can hear my little vibe in the background. This is my zen, man. Definitely one of them. Romaine lettuce, started from seed. That's about at the size where about another week I start transplanting and pulling that stuff up out of there and putting it into its own bucket. Each one of them will be a romaine lettuce plant. We got some more collard greens, these back three, and another marigold right there in the middle. And I want in the upper left corner, that's some more kale. And right there, I think that's new from the last video. So I got a couple peppers. That is a pepper that's a gazillion times hotter, supposedly, than a habanero pepper. I really dig habaneros. This is a Trinidadian, forgive my pronunciation, scorpion pepper. That's what that is. I've heard it called a couple things. That's the most common, but it's a scorpion pepper. And I topped it. It had fruit and stuff on it already, but I topped it so it could give me some growth. We'll check back in with that one after about a couple weeks. Probably be my next video. All right, let's see what we got. I got another pepper too. So this is some more boring greens. Not boring, some more greens. There's 3 more in the back. I'm saving room in the front for that squash that was up on the porch, that baby squash. That'll be up there, and I'm gonna build a trellis for it to climb up. And I can't wait for them. I love butternut squash. And in this joint is my strawberries. Can't wait for these to start popping. But we got 1, 2, 3 crowns of strawberries, and you see that one's already shooting off another one, and so is this one right here shooting off that other one, and that'll be a whole new strawberry plant. And in between, believe it or not, that's called an umbilical cord. It's kind of deep. Your man been studying, man. Up front, check it. So this is my favorite pepper so far. Let me come around. This is a habanero pepper. I topped it as well, and I want to get in on this little baby thing. And again, this had fruit on top of it. It had started to flower. I cut all of that off, so looking to see some new growth with that. You could already see inside of the crotches of them stems, there's new growth coming, and looking to get a boom out of that new growth over these next couple of weeks. We'll check back in on him. And this is a lavender plant that I got. Just trying to put some color into this thing a little bit. Give wifey a little something to look at when she likes doing the dishes. So my kitchen window overlooks the garden, so try to give her a little something to look at down there. I didn't show it, but I got two little hanging plants. The flowers just started bouncing back from the storm that we had, but they're doing good. They're doing real good. And that's it, man. These buckets, I have some topsoil thanks to my son Steve, who looked out. He has some extra soil, so I went and robbed him and got these 5 buckets that I will use for some of the transplants that I have in the the kale, the romaine lettuce. Some of those will all be using, and we're also going to try to do the potato out of these buckets. I'll use one to try to grow some potatoes. But that's it. As my dog say, "What's up, Remy?" She's sitting here looking at me like, "Hey, bro, we gonna play with this tire or what we gonna do? Come on, give me the tire. Get it. Good girl." All right, so